All right, Gujarat pieced out, and they gave me one. They gave me one province. Okay. I had them almost completely sieged down, and I got one province. I guess it's better than nothing. Hello, everyone. My name is King Kongveal, and welcome back to my royal court here in Europa Universalis 4, where I am ruling as the King of Kong. Or, well, I guess the Emperor of Kong. Or, I guess, King Kong. Or King Kongveal. Or, yeah. I'm Kong. So last episode, we did quite a bit of expanding. We fought Portugal and Spain, I think various other people. We've got most of Africa now. We have just a couple of provinces that we need to get from Portugal up in North Africa, a couple of islands from them around, and one down here in South Africa. There's a couple of provinces from France, my ally, one of my allies that I need to get. A couple of provinces from Holland, a bunch from Tunis, and quite a bit from the Ottomans. And then I need to finish colonizing all these provinces here in East Africa. Additionally, I was able to get the province of Manhattan, which I am currently working on coring up. So King Kong went back to New York and is climbing the Empire State Building. So we've got about 200 years left, and honestly, not that much left to do to achieve my goals, including the provinces that I need to colonize. I think there's about like 50 to 60 provinces I need left to get all of Africa. So because of that, I have been unsure as to what to do for the last 200 years of this playthrough. Because even fighting Portugal and Tunis a couple of times, I think, 2 times, yeah, and likely a couple wars against the Ottomans to get all of their African provinces, it's not going to take 200 years. I fully would expect that I could probably get it in 100 years, less, 50 years maybe, if I really wanted to. Not that I'm really in a rush or pushing things, but yeah, it's not going to take long. So trying to figure out what else to do in this playthrough. So I asked Reddit and got a lot of really good ideas. And some of them I might give a shot. The one that I actually like the best, the one that I'm definitely going to do or try to do, is to conquer Japan and have King Kong fight Godzilla. So that's definitely going to be a thing. That's definitely something that I'm going to try to do. Beyond that, there were suggestions to try to PU one of the major European nations, so I can become King Kong. Well, that's a possibility. We might do that. Another one similar related to that one was to become the HRE Emperor and ensure all of Europe is holy and Roman. That's likely not going to happen. I'd have to convert to Christianity or let's see, Protestantism, I guess. No, Catholic. I can't remember who won the League War, but the Catholics did. So I'd have to become Catholic, and I don't know. I don't know about that. So those two might happen, might not happen. We'll see. We'll see. But other than that, we also got feed all of South American to colonies and have their names be K, I, N, and G, so that on the map it would be like K, I, N, G, Kong for King Kong. Again, we'll see. We'll see. That's a possibility. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we might give that a shot. And then another one, another two that are kind of related, was to eliminate the Ottomans, which that would take a lot. I think the current war score is 2,359. So that would be a lot, and they're likely to spread before I dismantle them. But I might give that a shot. And I don't have to necessarily own it. I can feed it to subjects. I can release nations, etc., etc. I might do that. But the other related one was to reform the caliphate and spread into India. And I guess that could be possible. If I dismantle the Ottomans, wouldn't be that hard to reform the caliphate, especially if I just take everything, because beyond what the Ottomans have, I'd only need a couple more provinces. Cordoba, these two provinces here in Sicily, Markland up here, which is really close. And then I think it was Kuch or one of these provinces down here, something I can't remember. Unify Islam. Yeah, this one here, Thada, which again is right next to the Ottomans. So I mean, if I conquer all of the Ottomans, I basically could do that. So we might try those as well. Honestly, I think still my main goals: conquer all of Africa and Manhattan. Secondary goal would be to conquer Japan and fight Godzilla. Tertiary goal would be the Ottoman / Caliphate. My tertiary goal will be the Ottoman Caliphate route. Fourth goal would be the South America. And then last would be the Europe stuff. So let's see. This episode, my goal is to finish off Tunis. I do have a truce with Tunis for 4 more years, and it will take, I think, 2 wars. Yeah, probably about 2 wars, especially as I get my absolutism up to finish them off. I want to finish off Portugal, and I could go ahead and fight them. I don't have a truce with them, but they would bring in Great Britain, and I'd love to have France help me out. They are not willing to help because they are broke. Ottomans are not willing to help because they are broke as well. But I want to get all of Portugal, and I'd love to get Holland as well. Actually, the Ottomans would help with that. That would bring in the Austrian Empire, but the Ottomans could likely take care of them. But it would call in Spain, and if I could get France to join, they have a truce right now, I think. But if I wait till 41, calling the Ottomans and France against the HRE and Spain, I could take these 4 provinces. Yeah. So we'll try to finish off Tunis, Portugal, and Holland, so that the only people I'll have left to fight in Africa are my allies. And I'll start heading my way over towards Japan to try to get them. But the question is how to do that, because I do not have colonial range to get anywhere close. So I'll have to figure out how to get over there with wars. I might just have to no CB someone close by, or maybe even just no CB Japan. Now they've got a lot of ships. I don't have enough ships. But yeah, maybe CB someone like Brunei or maybe one of these nations in the Philippines. Just no CB them, get an easy war, get a base over here that I can jump into Japan. Yeah, maybe something like that. But first thing I need to do is finish coring up all these provinces that I just got and chill a little bit and get ready for some more wars. So let's go ahead and unpause and we can get into it soon. Another thing I'm going to do, I just got an explorer. I'm getting a 3rd light ship, and I'm going to explore this area in the Atlantic so that I can, get to my province in New York. So it looks like with a few loans, I'll be able to embrace global trade. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go, just 3 loans. And there's global trade. I'm going to steal the North Atlantic maps from Tunis. Well, that helped a little bit, but not all that much. The Ottomans are calling me into war against Yemen, the Mughals, Gujarat, and Multan. Let's see if I can actually get involved and maybe get some stuff over here in India and start working my way over to Japan. Let's see. What do they want? They don't want any of this stuff over here, so let's set some provinces of interest. And sure, let's accept. All right, one of my provinces is self-sustaining. So let's keep working on some colonization. All right, I'm gonna start exploring. Let's explore American East Coast Sea. All right, I can at least now see ocean to get to my New York province. That's a positive. I can get admin tech 18 or another exploration idea. We'll get admin tech 19. You know what? Let's go ahead and get exploration idea. Get another colonist. I can just keep colonizing these things a bit faster. France is calling me into a war against Great Britain now. Sure. Okay. Another colony is done. So I can send another colonist. Stole the map of the Caribbean. Not the Caribbean Sea, but the Caribbean from Spain. Alright, Gujarat pieced out, and they gave me one. They gave me one province. Okay. I had them almost completely sieged down, and I got one province. I guess it's better than nothing. I can found an Indian trade company, get an additional merchant, some global trade power till the end of the game, and 300 ducats. Yeah. Ooh, another exploration idea. Colonial range plus 50%. That might actually get me to where I want to be. Yeah, I can colonize out here now. Let's do that. We will call back this guy, and we will start colonizing out here. Getting close to Japan. I can get my first age ability. Yearly absolutism +1. What's my absolutism at? 17? Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. And the Ottomans have ended their war. But now I'm going to make them end their alliance with Tunis, but I can't because I'm at war. Crap. Well, will they defend? Not at this point. Well, when my troops get back, let's see if I can do this before the Ottomans might get called in. I'm going to take out a loan because I can, or reduce, what am I going to do? Debase currency. That's what it is. I debased currency because I can use a piety interaction to reduce corruption. So basically a free loan. Oh my gosh, look at all these rebels, the Janissaries. Apparently they're having decadence issues, I guess? Actually, even better, let's declare war on Portugal, Portugal and Lithuania and Poland. The Ottomans can take care of Lithuania and Poland, and, you know, Portugal. And hopefully I might be able to get the, what's it, 2, 3, 4, 5 provinces from them to finish them off. And maybe while I'm in this war, I can declare war on Tunis as well. Yeah, let's give this a shot. And I'll declare war for Anfa. That works. Alright, I just stack wiped a fairly sizable Portuguese army. That's nice. Nice. And I just stack wiped another stack of their troops. So they are down to just 12,000 troops and only 21,000 manpower. That is quite nice. So let's go ahead and start this war against Tunis. I'm going to declare for this one here. Next exploration idea, global settler increase +10%. The war with England ended in a draw. All right. All right, provinces, self-sustaining. Let's go ahead and get another one out here, I guess. All right, let's get this one. All right, there's another colony done. Let's keep working in Africa as well. All right, Tunis is out, and I'm basically taking as much as I can, and some money Yep, that'll be good. I've got 77% war score against Portugal, mostly because the Ottomans have completely sieged down Lithuania and Poland. But also, I've done a lot of beating up on Portugal and their troops. Yeah, I think I can peace out. I can definitely take everything that I want. All the provinces I want in Africa that they own. Let's get war reps. And do they own anything over here that I want? Nothing really. If they had some of the Spice Islands, I might try to get that. Give up claims in Kong. And I think I am done, unless I decide to go into South America. I think I am done with Portugal. There we go. Now the question is, can I do this? Holland has no allies? And they're not part of the HRE? Wait, what? They're not part of the HRE anymore? Wait, what? Because they're no longer in Europe. Where's Holland's capital? Holland's capital is in the Windward Isles. Over here in Martinique. Is that their capital? No. Barbados. Holy crap. Yeah, let's do it. As soon as I get a diplomat back, we're going to war against Holland to take these 4 provinces. And yeah, let's go ahead and hurry up and do it now. Sure, that'll work. And that's just these 4 provinces that I need. There's 19% war score. Wow, that was unexpected. Last time I checked, they were part of the HRE. I was going to call on Austria. I was going to call on Spain as the defender of the faith. And I got them with no allies. Heck yeah, that's phenomenal news. My next quality idea, ship durability plus 5%. Alright, I've landed on Barbados, their capital, and I can definitely go ahead and peace out. Might as well get war reps and their money and the 4 provinces I need from them. There we go. Very nice. Nice and easy war. I like it. And I honestly forgot I was a horde. I could raise these provinces. So yeah, I lost a little bit of admin by coring them up before raising them, but might as well go ahead and raise them now and get the stuff from that while I can. Alright, so now the only people in Africa other than me are my ally France with 2 provinces, my ally the Ottomans with most, if not all of Egypt, all of these provinces, and Tunis with what, like 8-10 provinces, which I will be able to finish off as soon as my truce is up with them at the beginning of the next episode, honestly. Alright, I just got 2 of my centers of trade up to level 3, which means I can now take this mission and gain 10 mercantilism and a level 3 trader for 50% cost. Man, I'm not getting like any money from trade, man. There's a colony over here done. So that's just, I don't really need this one, but I'm going to go ahead and get it. So why not? Alright, the Ottomans are declaring war on Russia and the Mughals. I'm actively trying to improve relations with the Ottomans, or with the Russians and the Mughals, because I'm thinking it might be about time to try to fight them. It's gonna be brutal. They've got 463 troops. I only have 125. Even if I get the Mughals to help, that's only 42,000. Russia only has 167. Austria only has 166. The 4 of us combined might be able to take them. Maybe? But I don't know. But if I keep helping them out, they keep getting bigger. I can't really take the Diplo rep hit. So I guess I'll go to war. Another exploration idea. trade company cost and trade company governing cost minus 10%. Now the colony's done. So let's keep working from south to north. I think there's 20 more provinces here that need to be colonized. Gonna get my next quality idea is morale of navies plus 10%. I can get admin tech 20, giving me more GovCap. And I can state some more things. I still haven't full cored much of what I've already stated. I can get my next exploration idea, settler chance plus 10%. Great Britain is having the English Civil War. They went with the king. Another province is done. Another colony is done, so let's start another one. The Ottomans pieced out the Mughals and took at least some from them. Took a couple of provinces, it looks like 3. And the English ended the Civil War. Another of my colonies in the Philippines is done. And there's the Ottoman War with Russia. They took quite a few provinces. All right. There's my next quality idea. Naval attrition minus 25%. I can ally the Mughals. They're not really all that strong anymore. But... or Gujarat. Jampur, Bamanas. Can't ally Bengal. I probably could. Let's see, who's the most powerful of all these? Looks like Bengal. Yeah, let's work on improving relations with them. Another colony's done. So let's start another one. Alright, I can ally Bengal, so let's bring this guy back. And in a couple of days, we will ally them. And there's the alliance with Bengal. And I'll start getting favors with them soon. But I can get my final exploration idea, naval force limit, modifier plus 25%, and treasure fleet income, which I don't care about. That also gets me some policies, and I can fabricate claims overseas in colonial regions, which I don't care about, really, unless I do end up going into South America. But let's see where are these policies. Let's go get these two for the global settlement increase, at least till I finish colonizing the rest of Africa. Then I'll probably get rid of them. Alright, it is less than 5 years till I can go to war with Tunis, so I'm going to make the Ottomans break their alliance with Tunis. So in 5 years, I will be able to go to war, or in, I guess, 4 years, I'll be able to go to war with Tunis. And I have to worry about the Ottomans. And in 10 years, after the war with Tunis, I'll make France break their alliance with the Ottomans. So that I can use France to help with the Ottomans. So I think that's going to be next episode, is going to war against the Ottomans, trying to get Egypt from them. That's going to be brutal. I might try to get some of these other Indian guys, the Mughals, Gujarat, Bamanis, to ally me as well, to help with the Ottomans. Figure if I can get all of India, you know, Mughals, Gujarat, Bamanis, Bengal, and France, and hopefully Austria or Russia, that would be awesome. But I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be possible to get either of them. My king died. My emperor died. So I got a new emperor, 554. Pretty solid. Decent heir, 334. Or 344. I'll take it. And let's adopt the title of Khalifa. And denounce sect practices. And enforce religious unity. And get the Islamic Center for Scholarly Learning. Gonna scornfully insult Great Britain. So that France will like me a bit more. Because soon I'm going to be break my alliance with and rivaling the Ottomans, who they are allied with. And I'm also going to try to ally Austria, who is rivaled with France. So we'll see if that can happen. I don't know if that'll be able to happen with how much we hate each other, though a lot of it's because of being rivaled. So I don't know. Alright, the Ottomans are calling me into yet another war, and yeah, I should have broken their alliance a little bit ago, but nope. Oh crap, I did. I accepted. Ah. Well, I can peace out for just a white piece. Sure. Let's do that. I can get Miltech 19. I can get that before I can get this. Huh. Alright, well, yeah, let's get Miltech 19 since I'm behind on techs. And that'll get me new infantry. And step infantry. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna end my alliance with the Ottomans. Well, let's just break the alliance since I can't get ducats, soldiers, anything. Bye, Ottomans. Thank you for all of your help. We'll go to war shortly. And I'm gonna switch out the Austrian Empire rivalry for an Ottoman rivalry. I'm going to scornfully insult the Ottomans. I'm gonna try to hope I can get the Austrian Empire to like me. Alright, I can take out, well, I can debase currency, because I can get -2 corruption here, so let's go ahead and get some free money. Yeah, my absolutism decreases a little bit, but that's fine. There's one that's done. Let's send another colonist. Alright, I think I'm also gonna ally Bamanis and work on getting them ready to fight the Ottomans as well. I'm slowly working on building up my army force limit. But it is January 1650 and the birth of manufactories. So this changes everything. Where did it spawn? Of course, in my new rival. Of course. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it spawn in my rival? Alright, this changes everything, I suppose. So, that brings this episode to an end. We did a bit of conquest. We fought Tunis. Oh my god, Genoa took some... Oh, come on, Genoa. I don't want to have to fight you. You're allied with people that I'm trying to fight, and you're in the HR... part of the freaking empire. That's annoying. Alright, what I might end up doing is vassalizing Tunis. I can ally Genoa and just ask for these two provinces back. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, when my truce is up with Tunis next year, I will go to war with them, vassalize them. I will ally Genoa, get a bunch of favors to return these two cores, and then I will annex Tunis. So in addition to fighting Tunis, we fought Portugal, took all of the African provinces from them, and let's see, what else did we do? We helped out the Ottomans in a couple of wars. We got one Indian province, which ended up not being really necessary. We colonized a couple of provinces out here in the Philippines in preparation for our invasion of Japan, which will happen probably after I get Diplotech 23, sorry, so that I can get imperialism. Either that, or maybe I could try spying on these guys, annexing them. They're just allied with Wu. I could do that. Annex them, and then I can use this to spy on Okinawa and head in that way. Yeah, that's a possibility. That's a possibility. But we also continued colonizing a bunch. We have 15 provinces left to colonize here in Africa, and then 2 French provinces, which we'll get later. And then obviously I said the Tunis stuff, and maybe next episode, hopefully next episode, I'll be able to get Bamanis, Bengal, France, and maybe the Austrian Empire to help me fight the Ottomans. It's going to be tough, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully I'll be able to do it. But enough jabbering. Let's go ahead and end this episode. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to say hi in the comments and check out my new Ajam to Persia Zoroastrian playthrough that I'm going to be starting in a couple of days, or maybe it's already out depending on when you're seeing this. So that's going to be a really fun one, I think. Actually, I've actually already recorded a couple episodes and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So I really think you might enjoy it too. So definitely check that out. And once again, thank you to everyone on Reddit for helping me come up with ideas for additional goals for this playthrough other than conquering all of Africa, getting Manhattan. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, however much of it is left, and I will catch you all next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.